Boris Johnson said that public pay could not be raised sharply, as demanded by trade unions, because it would risk fueling a further rise in inflation. What we can't have is a situation in which increase in pay are just whipped out by further increases in prices. And so that's why you've got to be responsible, Johnson told Sky News.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
Talking to broadcasters in the Rwandan capital, where he is attending a Commonwealth summit, Boris Johnson defended his Rwandan policy.
What encourages me about it is that it has not been ruled unlawful by any UK court, even though we thought there would be huge legal issues. It's not been ruled unlawful yet by an international court. And actually other countries around the world, I mean, don't forget, Blunkett was going to do something like this back in the late 90s. Other countries are doing a similar thing. The US is trying to send people from Mexico to Spain. This kind of partnership, I think it would be good for Rwanda, good for the UK, and the only way of, one of the only ways we have of dealing with the people traffickers.
Boris feared that Ukraine could face pressure to agree a peace deal with Russia that was not in its interests, due to the economic consequences of the war in Europe.
I know that it's tough. It's tough in the UK. I know that the cost of food has gone up, the cost of fuel. Everybody is looking at this. I mean, too many countries are looking at this thing now and saying, this is a European war that is unnecessary. It's an economic problem that we don't need. And so the pressure will grow to try to encourage, coerce maybe, the Ukrainians to a bad peace.
Johnson said that consequences of Russian President Vladimir Putin being able to get his way in Ukraine would be dangerous to international security and a long-term economic disaster.
I think just generally the sentiment will be, I don't want to, I think there's a general sentiment. The risk is that people will fail to see that it is vital to stand up against aggression. If Putin, and this is the point I will make to countries here today, because they all, they know it really, and they agree with it really. If Putin gets away with aggression in Ukraine, if he gets away with the naked conquest of other people's territory, then the read across for every single country here is absolutely dramatic. And the collapse of the international system, the failure to stand up for international borders, they get that. And it will be an economic disaster.
Johnson also said that overall the Bank of England had done an outstanding job managing inflation over the past 25 years. And he said that recent surge in price growth was due to global inflation problems.